A little bit later than the normal time of the show, but a warm welcome to Monday, the 5th December 2022. Three Gorges Dam. I'm going to go back in time a little bit to yesterday, and I did actually put in this. The Three Gorges Dam was destroyed by the Alliance, etc., etc. We did this before, and it was like the White Hat Military Alliance. Related to some of the comments, what I'm doing here is just a objective point, or just being objective. This is the news I found. This is the news I'm sharing with you. Am I pro for it? Am I against that? Whatever. I'm a very logical person. So in that respect, some people said your title is clickbait when it wasn't, because that was the article that I'm showing you yesterday and today. But let's continue anyhow. There's another picture that I found from a social media network. I've been watching the Three Gorges Dam for the past 20 months. Big Tech, along with CCP, are hiding the truth about the condition of the dam. Collapse is imminent. In this video, you can see Google Earth replaces the real dam with 3D rendering. Yes, notice that, and it's been there for a while. Hence, this is why I don't use Google Earth anymore, and I use Senator, which seems to be more reliable. That gives you pictures of the Three Gorges maybe once every 3 or 4 days. And another article I found, in communist China, the famous Three Gorges Dam, which is claimed to be able to resist the so-called once in a 10,000 year flood, is actually the source of many flood disasters, which is actually quite, can I say, amusing in one way, because this is written by a Chinese guy who knows the truth about the dam. Now, it's winter time. Let's have a look at the weather. First of all, let's see the snow in China. Now, let's have a look at the rain for you. Other information related to the dam. Near enough every day I do go to the CCTV website related to live streaming to see what's happening there, and it is still the same. I presume it is a little bit better than, you could say, the camera being in totally the wrong place. But you can see a B clip basically of just the Three Gorges with the water releasing, but when you go to the live stream, it is just a blank piece of paper. Let's have a look at the levels for you as well. And just the Three Gorges, you can see, has gone up to 158.23. Inflow is not there, but the outflow is 6,200 and something, 30 or 80. My glasses are awful. And do be aware, regardless if it's on Twitter, if it's on Rumble, if it's on Telegram or Telegraph, etc., there are a lot of scammers around related to what's happening with the dam. But the Taiwanese army say there's only 2 words that would solve the whole situation, but you could say this is the last resort. Usually I do 2 shows in one day, but I'm combining them all into one. What's happening in China as well, you may have heard this article. China further relaxed COVID-19 rules in Shanghai and Beijing. Not only Shanghai and Beijing, I also do believe it is in Chongqing as well, which I found out yesterday, which is good news for the people of China. The bad news is Well, the good news is it's easing restrictions. Okay, that's one. And a lot of the test centres have been closed that you may have seen. So people have to go to the test centres which are open, which means longer queues. Would you call that like a double-edged sword? So here's one in Guangzhou, which you can see. And moving on, I'm going to show you two in a row of what it's like queuing wintertime for your PCR test. You still need the kind of test. So you can go to work, you can go shopping, you can get on a public metro, etc., etc. So it's actually, you could say, worse for the people because they have to queue longer. Have a look at these winter conditions. And what does the Chinese state media do to make sure everything is smelling of roses? Well, it's going to show you some old footage of Shanghai. Lovely jubbly. Here's a top piece of advice, especially if you are in China. Do not buy a Chinese-made phone like Oppo or Vivo or Huawei, because if you do actually put something related to any kind of protest, which happened last week in many cities in China, and you put it on social media, these kind of phones will take it away, like this. The winter holidays are fast approaching, not just people celebrating Christmas, but also in China. They're going to start towards the end of December because Chinese New Year is going to be on January the 22nd, 2023. Students want to go home, but because of still travel restrictions, they are sometimes unable. These images you're seeing right now do come from Wuhan, the home of the coronavirus way back in 2020. We do hope and pray that these restrictions are going to be eased quite dramatically and quite at a fast pace, and whatever the situation the government there is deciding, they've really got to think of the people, not themselves. Remember, it is the People's Republic of China. It's not the Communist Party's people of China. Yeah, but they do say party first, which is sort of strange because there's only like 93 million members and there's 1.4 billion people in China. And to finish off with today, I managed to get this one off Twitter from CGTN. This is China Global Television Network, which actually has been banned in the United Kingdom, related to the construction of transmission tunnel crossing of the Yangtze along the Russian-China east route of oil and gas, basically. And they say, I think it's going to be operational by 2025. Have a look. Wow, that was a jam-packed episode for you. I hope you enjoyed the show. Do consider the subscription. Do press the like. That really helps the algorithm of the channel grow. the subscriptions are dropping like wildfires or flies, whatever the expression is, seems to be going down instead of up. Don't know the reason why. Maybe some people don't like me anymore. Whatever the reason, if you do want to support me financially, all the links are in the description below, by Super Chat, also by Patreon, and Super Thanks, not Super Chat. And what else do we have? The membership program, all available there. My name is James. Thank you so much for your time. It's one thing I can never give back to you. Enjoy the beginning of another week and another day closer to the magical day of Christmas Day. Bye-bye for now. Thank you.